Welcome everybody to Bloodborne. Yeah, you probably wouldn't expect a game like this on the channel, especially with how quote-unquote good I am with video games, which is not, but Bloodborne is one of my favorite FromSoft games ever. I love this game to death, and I am super, super happy to cover it. It is also the first FromSoft game I have ever beaten. I remember when this game came out, and it was all of the rage, even to the point where I even played it, and before then, I hated hard games. I did not like games that made me challenge myself, but this game helped me get over that, and now I love games that challenge me. So, there we go. Anyway, first things off with Bloodborne, this is gonna be a mostly offline playthrough. I say mostly because of one thing I'll explain later, but along with that, I am gonna be using not a very specific build. Anybody can rock it, but again, I'll explain for when we get there. Let's start the journey off. Play offline. New game.
Oh, yeah. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Thank you, blind man on a wheelchair. So, every time you start a Soulsborne game, and that's what I'm going to refer to them as, Soulsborne, you are presented with a contract or some kind of character customization screen. For this playthrough, though, okay, I guess it's gonna make me do this immediately. You can choose whatever name you want. You can go with your online name or whatever. Personally, I'm doing my online name. You may refer to me as Nyman, because that is how you pronounce my name. The amount of people who get that wrong is actually hilarious. I don't feel bad if you mispronounce it, because most people that I know have at least once screwed up my pronunciation of the name. And honestly, I don't even know where the name came from, but Nyman is how you pronounce it. At least that's how I do it, so don't worry if you actually got that wrong, though, because it's a very common thing for whatever reason. I've been called Nemo before, so there we go. Gender, it does not matter, but personally, I'm going to go female route, simply because I've never had a female character playthrough in this game. Again, it really doesn't matter what you choose here. This is all just, you know, like personal preference and all that. Same with age. I'll go with young. And then origin. This may matter a little bit. So you can see on the right you have your different attributes, I guess you could say, your different stats. Vitality, endurance, strength, skill, blood tinge, and arcane, along with your level and blood echoes. To start with, level is, well, how high a level you are. Higher the level usually means the higher the stats you have. Blood echoes, that is your souls of this game. Basically, farmable material that you can use to level up with, or buy items, and etc. Vitality is your health and overall physical defense. Endurance also works towards defense, but also works towards stamina regen. We'll see that later. Strength is how well you are with blunt-based weapons. Skill, more for dexterity weapons such as scythes and katanas. Blood tinge, that works towards bleed and also your gun damage. And an arcane is your magic stat, kinda. There's really not much magic, you can say, in this, but there's very specific things you can do with arcane that are very cool. And also, don't quote me on 100% accurate for all of these things. This is what I personally know. So if you guys have anything that, well, can prove me wrong, and just say, hey, you got this wrong, please let me know, because I don't want to spread misinformation. But your choices of origin, you can see on the top right, can change your stats very, very harshly. Waste of skin, you literally start out with basically nothing. These are basically here to get you established on a certain build. So, for example, Violent Past, that's mostly a strength build, and, well, strength builds, you're mostly looking at, like, hammers or clubs, stuff like that. While Professional is more dexterity-based, so think scythes, katanas, etc. Personally, I'm going with Military Vet. It's a pretty balanced set of skill, stats here, and also we do want to work towards skill and strength. We're kind of using a mixed build here, or as some people call it, a quality build. So we'll go military vet. Appearance, I kind of already chose what my favorite's going to be, into which case you're going to see something horrifying. Where's the other one? Load fate. Wait. Where's the one I had? Oh, come on. It didn't save it? Oh, screw you. Alright, I guess we're going default here. I made one before, but okay, I'm not using this. This thing is terrifying. If you want to know how I did that, let me see. Is it face details? No. There's basically an option in here that will... Is it? Okay, I swear face pre... Okay, yeah, no, similar face. If you just keep spamming X here, you will get some pretty messed up results. For example, let's just do it a couple times. Already starting to look like Sid from Ice Age. Oh, it's turning into something beautiful right now. This is just a few X presses, and you get some terrifying results, which are beautiful. Like, look at this monstrosity. Oh, it's completely flat with a super sharp nose. Oh, it's so sad. I'm not gonna do that. Was it default? Oh, crap. It changed all my crap back. Change back to female. I had a preset of a female one that I wanted to use, but I guess it's not gonna do that. Huh, I guess I didn't save it. That sucks. Okay, whatever. Oh, I think it's because I had to have the save file of the preset that I had made, and I never did that, so, okay, yeah, that's that. We'll just use default here, because, again, you're not gonna see the character very much unless if you make something terrifying. So, I'm not gonna be too concerned with how she looks here. But anyway, I think that's good enough for our first contract. We spent like 5 minutes just explaining things, but you'll see more things in action once we actually play the game. So, by the way, keep in mind, Bloodborne does not have a respec feature, so whatever you have here, I hope you're good with, because, well, again, you will not be able to change this unless if you make a new character. Finalize the contract.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry.
Should you be conducting this? You're literally blind.
You may think it all a mere bad dream.
This is already a bad dream. And also, that's just called a nightmare. I like your top hat, though. Your top hat's really, really cool. Oh god, I should not have eaten at Waffle House at 3 in the morning. What the hell was I thinking? Also, where am I? This is a bad thing. Oh, hey. Are you a demon from Devil May Cry 3? And also, why are you very... okay, good boy. You have razor sharp claws. Good pupper. Okay, bad pupper. Get away from me. Bad pupper. You are very terrifying. Ugh. Okay, why did you light on fire? Okay, later, bro. Guess he didn't have a handle on his fire quirk. Oh, hi, children. How are you doing? You are very creepy. Why do you have human teeth? You are definitely... oh, there's more of you. Oh, you don't have teeth. Oh. Oh, this is just peachy. Hey, watch where you're grabbing, bro. This is just weird.
Ah, you found yourself a hunter.
Under the Hunter's Moon. Start off in Iosefka's clinic. So this is where we get to explore around a little bit and test out our capabilities. You walk around, holding circle, lets you sprint. This is only on PlayStation, unless if you, well, do some weird stuff and get on PC. And you have some pretty cool options. You have some rolls, which rolling is kind of actually bad in this game. And I'll explain why. Actually, I'll explain it now. If you get hit mid-roll, which you do have invincibility frames when you roll, but if you get hit, you take way more damage as if you were just gonna take the brunt of the force outright. But when you're locking onto an enemy, you'll do a sidestep, which is a first. It also applies to that, and you can dodge some stuff pretty easily. However, sidesteps do not grant iframes, at least as far as I remember. So just be very careful of that. And if they do grant iframes, they're just very minimal than compared to a roll. So, you got a note over here. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. And you got your normal attack, which is R1, and then your heavy attack. But if you hold the heavy attack, you'll get a little flash of light that fully charges up the punch. That will be useful for something very, very soon. You can go back here. It does not open from this side. So yeah. And also, if you're sprinting and you press circle twice, you can do a jump and destroy some property in the process. I'm just getting rid of all these tutorials now because, well, it's going to be helpful later if we just know everything now. Anyway, down here. Yeah, R1 is attack for right hand. Lock on. And lock on is one of your most useful tools to use. Like, locking on is imperative. Over there, yeah, you got a giant lycanthrope just eating on somebody. And this is kind of your tutorial boss. Do not feel bad if you die here. I'm going to see if I can... Oh, no, you already saw me. Oh, God. Whoa, hey, big pupper. Big pupper. Ow. Jesus. I promise you I'm good at this game. I'll punch you in the face. Trying to get a good hit, and if you smack him from behind... Oh, God. Okay, wait for you to reset. Oh, God. You can kill this thing. Okay. I'm going to do some normal punches. You can kind of stun lock him a little bit. There we go. Just get behind you. There we go. No. Okay. I really want to try to show what happens if you kill this thing. You are really camping up behind the thing, aren't you? Dude. Okay, that's a grab attack, by the way. Uh-oh. Try to stun you. Oh, come on. Okay. There's no consequence if you die here. It's not like other Souls games where if you die at the very beginning, you get screwed out of some items. But if you do kill him, you just get back to wherever we're going, well, quicker, I guess you could say. So, and there is something very special about this lycanthrope that I'll explain in just a minute. But if you're a terrible player like me and die to the first... they're not called lycanthropes, by the way. I'm just calling them lycanthropes. I don't know the official names of all these dudes, but... We get sent here. And you get pretty used to this place, because, well, we're going to be here for a bit. We don't really get much of a choice in that end. Very pretty place. I'd love to just chill out here. Hunter's Dream. This is your hub area. This is where you can do a lot of different things. So first of all, talk to these little dudes. These are actually our helpers. The messengers offer you a trick weapon. Choose one. Choose one. Trick weapons are wielded with the right hand and employed in beast hunting. So you have your choice of 3 different weapons. You have the threaded cane, hunter axe, and saw cleaver. Depending on what you're wanting to do, one may be more appealing than the other. Threaded canes are more for dexterity builds. As you can see on the bottom, it's a higher requirement with the skill trait. Or skill stat, I guess you could say. Hunter axe, I should use the full word, is more for strength builds. And then saw cleavers are kind of more of a quality build. The saw cleaver is easily one of the best weapons in the game. You can get through the entire game just with the saw cleaver. And don't worry about the other 2 weapons if you don't choose them. You'll be able to buy them at a later point. This is kind of like choosing your first starter Pokemon. So, personally, I'm going with everybody does with the saw cleaver. Up here, we get another gift. The messengers offer you a firearm. Firearms are wielded with the left hand and employed in beast hunting. This one I'm going to be a little more harsh about. The blunderbuss straight up just sucks, in my opinion. You could see that, like, wow, the damage is really bad, but it has more durability. Pistols in this game, or at least left-handed weaponry, are all going to be firearms. So think blunderbusses and pistols, and we'll see some other crazy stuff later in the game. The main thing with firearms is that they work as a parry. There's a parry system with bullets, and the best weapon for this is the pistol. Blunderbuss doesn't really go after a parry, but it goes for a stagger on an enemy, therefore making it a little easier to, well, combo an enemy to death without having to worry about the parry system at all. I'm going to say worry about the parry system. The parry system is super important, and I highly recommend trying to get used to it. Therefore, I'm choosing the pistol. It also deals more damage. It's just way better than the blunderbuss. Again, you can get the blunderbuss later if you so wish. And then up here, a notebook received from the messengers. Leave messages with these loyal servants to share with hunters in other worlds. Basically, to see other signs left by people online. We are playing an offline mode for a very specific reason, but yeah. So we'll go open up our menu here. We got some attire, which is basically your armor. Armor doesn't really do that many important things. However, there are different status afflictions in the world that different armor pieces are spec'd for, and we will be using those other armor pieces for that. But for the most part, armor is mostly cosmetic. The armor does not really give you that big of a defense buff in comparison to all the other armor. So we'll equip our saw cleaver. And then, yeah, you can equip 2 right-handed weapons at the same time. These 2 are your left-handed weapons. And there is no weight limit in this game. There is no thing that will make you run slower or heavy roll or anything like that. So first of all, your L2 button shoots your gun. I'm not going to demonstrate that because you can see on the top left we have those quicksilver bullets. I do not want to use them right off the bat. But your L1 does something different for your right-handed. Every weapon in this game has some form of a trick. That is why they are called trick weapons. So, in default mode with the saw cleaver, you get some standard slashes with your R1 and then, your heavies. But if you change the weapon with L1, it turns into a completely different weapon. You have more range, but it's slower. And also your heavy does a horizontal slash. The biggest thing with trick weapons, though, is trick attacking, or as some people call that. So, I'll change it back, and I'm going to do an R1 to L1 combo. You get the range buff and the damage just from normal saw cleaver in its default stage. Along with that, you can immediately trick back into the normal form. This is stupid. Speedrunners constantly use this combo to just annihilate bosses. Saw cleaver is one of the best weapons in the game, and you can completely get through the game just with this weapon. It is nuts. So anyway, enough explanation. Let's go back to go and kick that lycanthrope's ass. This is what these gravestones are used for. So, back to the first floor sick room as someone who is alive. Back here once again. So these lanterns are basically your bonfires of this game. You touch them to go back to Hunter's Dream, and you can use the gravestones in Hunter's Dream to go back to specific lanterns. They do not heal you, though. We will see what the healing item is in just a sec. But I have a bone to pick with the bone picker. Get our echoes back. Hey, sup, jackass. Die. Yeah, weaponry helps a lot. And we get blood vials. Pressing triangle, actually I think it is triangle. Yep, it is. Okay, triangle in this game. Is your healing button. And vials are limited use. They're not like Estus flasks in the Dark Souls series. You get blood vials just from exploring the world and from defeating enemies. And, well, they're limited use. Same thing with your quicksilver bullets. So be very careful. In here, you have some blood vials. And there is a way to grind blood vials actually very early on. But let's head out here. Into which I'm going to first explain immediate speedrunning tactic. So we'll go grab this, more quicksilver bullets. This gate right here, you cannot open. If you remember that grab attack that lycanthrope dude was trying to do on us earlier, if you let him grab you right here, you could phase through the gate, open it on the other side, and you effectively skip half the game. It is stupid. I'm not going to do that, especially since the lycanthrope is dead. And, well, that lycanthrope is dead forever, so we can't even do that even if we wanted to. But I wanted to explain that because I think it's a really cool speedrunning tech. Anyway, welcome to Central Yarnum. This place is our tutorial area. Into which case, there's already 2 bosses we can go after, but we're going to take our time and explore the city a little bit. We're not going to do anything crazy. So yeah, lock on. Just take care of you. We may be pretty weak at the beginning, but we're actually pretty powerful in our own. Do Blood Vial and bring this down. So, main thing with Bloodborne, explore. Explore everything you can do. And I'm just going to dodge that. Okay, you are being really weird. I want to show if I can beat this guy out. There we go. There we go. If you do a fully charged heavy attack on something's back, at least that's susceptible to it, you can do what's called a visceral. Or a riposte. Basically is what the parry system does. So if you time your bullet shot at the right time before an enemy lands a hit on you, you can parry them and get off a riposte. And the specific thing with that is that if you take damage in this game, you'll notice that there is an orange bar that leaves behind where your original red health bar was. Also screeching lycanthrope. That orange bar is called the rally system. And what the rally system does is that if you attack back immediately after getting hit, you will eventually start getting your health back that you lost. That incentivizes people to, well, attack back at their enemies who hit them immediately. This game rewards very aggressive fighting, so... Leave the... actually, I do want to talk to this guy. If there's a lantern that is lit up, most of the time you can talk to the person behind them.
Oh, you must be a hunter, and not one from around here either.
Yeah, I'm brand new.
Gilbert.
What's up, Gilby?
Fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help. If there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit.
Not much of a choice there, pal.
Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
So keep in mind of Gilbert for later. He's going to be helpful. We are going to start running out of time here. I never explained how long I'm going to keep these episodes. It's going to be around, I'd say around 30 minutes. Take or leave, though. So, you got some extra items here. Molotovs are very helpful, but do not spam them just yet. We're going to be using them for something later. Pebbles are pretty much completely useless unless if you want to gain an enemy's attention. Hunter's Mark is basically a free use, oh god, what is the bones from Dark Souls? Basically, you can sacrifice all your blood echoes and reawaken at the bell if you so need to. In the notebook, you can leave messages. I'm not going to be really messing with those, but anyway. Watch out for jump scare. And show off the long-range form. So yeah. And also, you don't want to go really willy-nilly with your range in this, because your range is very important. If you're using something like the Saw Cleaver's extended form, you'll deal more damage if it's extended and you hit the enemy towards the blade. So, there we go. Demonstrate that. And the Saw Cleaver is very specific for another thing, too. You can notice it's serrated. That is actually something important. Serration on weapons means it's going to deal more damage to beasts. Think stuff like that lycanthrope, or dogs, or crows, even. It'll do more damage to animals, and it's very helpful. I'm going to go take care of these guys. Okay, that was a bad decision. Just walk back here. And yeah, play your range. Ow. Just play your range. These guys are really not that troubling. Just, yeah. Shields in this game are completely useless. And then we can come back here and immediately open this up. Now, I'm going to be doing something stupid, but I'm going to see if I can kill this dude. So over there is a big dude with a giant axe. But I want to show the benefits of the parrying system. There we go. Get a parry. Got all of our health back after getting hit. And yeah, this guy will go down after 2 parries. So let's see. There we go. Easy takedown just from 2 parries. Yeah. Riposte attacks, or viscerals, I'm probably just going to stick with visceral because that's what I've always called them. They are very, very powerful in this game. And, you know, you're losing a lot of damage output if you just ignore them. So I highly recommend trying to learn how to parry a lot of enemies, because once you get the parry down on one enemy, you can start predicting other enemies' movements. So I'm going to hop down over here. I'm just looking around. Don't think there's a dude. There is a dude. I would have seen him. Okay. Jesus. That was very loud. And not every door you can knock on is going to be helpful, like this one.
Are you that outsider?
Yeah.
Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you.
What the hell?
Come on, will ya?
Screw you. Not all of them are going to be helpful. Okay. So, probably explore a little. I won't go after every single door we run into, just the important ones. Also, you got a jackass hunter here. Well, a sniper. Quicksilver bullets. Now, these guys do respawn, so if you need more items and the such, also ambush right here. There we go. Bloodstone shard. Those are for upgrading your weapons, which we won't be able to do for a little bit. Okay. I guess we'll just clear this out first. There is a lot. Oh, Jesus. I forgot you were there. And another trick, too. See how it's still gaining health back even after the guy was falling over? The game has a weird registration with its rally system in that even if the enemy's technically dead, you can still get your health back by just randomly swinging towards their corpse. Oh, God. Alright, this is going to be a little tricky. Oh, God. And yeah, you can see on the left, too, our stamina meter. I didn't really explain that. Okay, you're being an asshole. Yeah, so whenever any action that requires stamina, well, will drain your stamina. And, well, you know, leveling up your stamina is actually pretty nice. It's not imperative in this game specifically because stamina doesn't really get upgraded that high if you focus into it. With these guys, though, I kind of want to attract one if I can. So I'm going to just kill you. Watch out for the sniper there. Bullets hurt. I'm going to just lure these guys up here. So you're kind of safe up here for the most part. There we go. Okay. So second of all, I definitely need you to come up here, man. Yeah, wooden shield guys are really not that big of a deal because you can just break their defense just by doing that. Alright, so now I'm going to do a weirdo thing. I'm going to dodge for that set of stairs over here. Just run for it. There's a sniper on top there, so be careful of that. We're just going to mostly focus on clearing out this area. So, you get some dogs here, too. Most things die in 2 to 3 hits, thanks to the saw cleaver, so it's not that bad. Like I said, saw cleaver is super, super nice. Also, most riflemen you see will drop bullets once they die. I was hoping I was going to attract a dog up here, but I guess not. Or, did I attract you? Or are you just confused? I think you're just confused. Let's grab this before this guy shoots me. Bad dog. Where are you? What are you doing, puppy? Where? Oh, there he is. Up. Whoa, whoa, Jesus Christ. Okay. Really? Dogs in this game are assholes. Okay. Stop. Thank you. Die. My God. It's hard when you don't lock on, but when you lock onto the dogs, it's really disorienting. Cold Blood do. Those basically give you more blood echoes on a pop, so we'll see more and more of those. Just dodge around behind this guy. He can't really hit you all that well. Up. Okay, I didn't know that guy had an item. Blood vial. And another blood vial. And then, before we end things off here, I'm going to go and kill these guys, because, yeah, they're just walking back. So let's just take them out. And, yeah, the biggest thing with this game is playing your range and your positioning. If you know how to play your range, you'll be fine. Like, these guys are really not that bad. I mean, as of right now, we could just rush up to them and just fight them, but later on, there are going to be enemies that play at a very specific range that you could take advantage of, so I'm talking like I'm a professional in this game, but I have beaten this game quite a few times, so anyway, last thing before we end things off here, let's grab a couple of these items, because they are very important. and don't worry about the doorway there. And there we go. Pretty much cleared out our first major area of Old Yarnum. And yeah, there's a guy being crucifixed while also on fire. Sorry, lycanthrope. But anyway, I'm going to leave things off there, so next time on Bloodborne, we'll be continuing on throughout Central Yarnum and exploring all its mysteries. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.